tonight. President Cyril Ramaphosa will not have to appear before Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts to answer questions relating to the misuse of public funds. This after the ANC voted against inviting him to clarify his written responses. They've opted to wait for the release of the third part of the Zondo report instead. Now, a leaked audio clip suggests Ramaphosa knowingly used and allowed the misuse of state funds. Our reporter Lindsay Dentlinger has been following the story very closely and joins us now for more. Lindsay, thanks so much for your time this evening. Late night for you in the office, but it is an important story. What was the outcome of this evening's meeting?
So, Marcel, as to be expected, the ANC railed really hard this evening against attempts by the opposition parties to have the president come and clarify the responses that he gave the committee in writing last week. This committee generally doesn't quibble about putting things down to the vote. Despite party interests, they always seem to somehow reach consensus and agree on the way forward. But that was not to be tonight, and it went down to the vote. The ANC saying instead that it would opt to follow the legal advice from Parliament's legal unit, which was really that perhaps the committee should turn their attention to the State Security Agency for more information, given that by and large the President said in his response to the committee that he had no further information to provide to them, and that his utterances in that leaked audio clip was really him just speaking about information that was already in the public domain. And the ANC on the committee really held that line this evening, saying that the president wasn't revealing any new information in that letter to them, so why should he be called to answer any further questions, and that they would prefer to stick, as I said, to that legal opinion, that the committee wait to see what the outcome would be of the Zondo Commission report. And Marcel, I should point out that despite them being so fierce about not wanting the president to appear before the committee this evening, the president had already earlier in the day told media on the sidelines of Parliament that should the committee want to call him, there would be no need to summon him at all. He would appear voluntarily and he would clarify any responses that they wanted. But the ANC saying that the other members on the committee should not play the man, should rather play the ball. And so they were not trying to shield anybody from appearing before this committee, but that in their view, it was quite obvious that the president had no further information to provide to them.
Interesting responses there indeed. But what of the opposition parties? They can't be happy with this outcome today.
They are most certainly not. They say the president's response to them had left them wanting. The EFF going as far as to say that the president was treating them like children. The African Transformation Movement saying the president's response was underwhelming, and that the the DA feeling that Parliament's legal opinion was really shifting the goalposts and distracting from the core issue, which was really to get responses from the president and not redirect the matter to the State Security Agency or to call the Auditor General to speak to the issue, the struggles that it has in auditing the books of the State Security Agency, which if they were able to do so, they might be able to track how money left state coffers to support ANC political party campaigning issues. But the committee not dropping the matter altogether. They have decided to reconvene again next week and to chart a way forward to decide what then do they do. Should they call the State Security Agency? Should they wait until the Zondo Commission report is released at the end of this month? But certainly for now, we can't or shouldn't expect the president to appear despite his willingness. He has told journalists because, of course, the ANC has the majority on that committee, and so the opposition views shot down. Here are some of those views, Marcel, that were expressed earlier this evening.
I remain concerned that the president hasn't really taken our requests for information seriously enough. And we now need to very carefully consider, and I am coming to the conclusion that we should ask President Ramaphosa to come and talk to us and answer some direct questions from us.
Chair, the response is nothing short of mocking us, treating us like children of some sort, as if we are some people who have absolutely nothing to do but to pursue some useless venture of asking questions to people who make it their business to say things that they don't want to come back and expand on.
The response by the president is both underwhelming and a blatant denial what he is on record saying. And unfortunately, to us as a committee, the president is not convincing at all.
Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for that update. Our reporter, Lindsay Dentlinger, as always, when the president's at Parliament and there are all kinds of issues that need to be discussed, it really is a long day for all of those covering the precinct of Parliament.